Buckhead Village District. Buckhead Village District, previous named the streets of Buckhead and Buckhead Atlantic, is a 9-acre 3.6-ha planned mixed-use development in the Buckhead District in Atlanta, Georgia. The project is a redevelopment of part of the Buckhead Village neighborhood bounded by Peachtree Rd, Paces Ferry Rd, Pharr Rd, and Fulton Drive. It is located just 1.3 miles (2.1 km) from two of the region's most prominent and upscale malls, Lenox Square and Phipps Plaza. History. In May 2011, San Diego-based Oliver Macmillan Inc. purchased the land from Ben Carter Properties and began developing the project. The project was renamed that same month. In September 2011, Macmillan announced a further delay in the project and that construction would not begin until the end of the first quarter of 2012. Macmillan intended to invest $300 million to complete the project, in which Ben Carter had already invested $400 million. The total planned development was then targeted at 370 apartments, 300,000 square feet, 28,002 of retail space, and 90,000 square feet, 8,402 of boutique office space. In early 2013, construction began after a hiatus of 3 years. As of July 2014, the project was nearing completion. In 1838, Henry Irby had purchased 202.5 acres, 81.9 ha surrounding what is now Buckhead Village, from Daniel Johnson for $650. Irby subsequently established a general store and tavern at the northwest corner of the Peachtree-Roswell-Paces Ferry intersection. To reverse a downturn in the village during the 1980s, minimum parking spot requirements for bars were lifted, which quickly led to it becoming the most dense concentration of bars and clubs in the city, such as Beer World Bar, Lulu's Bait Shack, Mako's, Tongue and Groove Chaos, and John Harvard's Brew House. By 1996, Buckhead Village nightlife was like Mardi Gras, complete with nightly arrests, puking in the streets, and drunk college girls. By the late 1990s, the clientele was changing, street cruising and hanging was common, and crime was increasing, sometimes violent. To ameliorate the situation, the Atlanta City Council passed an ordinance to close bars at 2:30 a.m. rather than 4 a.m., and liquor licenses were made more difficult. Most of the bars and nightclubs closed between 2000 and 2007. In 2006-07, Ben Carter bought parcels in the area in order to develop the streets of Buckhead. Demolition of existing structures began in August 2007. Original plans by developer Ben Carter Properties, LLC, called for a $1.05 billion upscale mixed-use development. The streets of Buckhead was dubbed Atlanta's new upscale shopping, as it was to feature 600,000 square feet, 56,002 of exclusive shopping, 14 fine dining restaurants, 2 four-star hotels, 350 multimillion-dollar condominia, and class of office space. It aimed to be the most exclusive shopping area in the southern United States. Originally scheduled for a grand opening of November 2009, by April 2009, work slowdowns pushed the projected opening back to fall 2011. On May 2, 2011, San Diego-based Oliver Macmillan Inc. Baupost Group LLC, a Boston hedge fund, is to provide $300 million of new equity. Oliver Macmillan plans to change much of the original plans. They are not seeking a Rodeo Drive type development, and the level of restaurants and retail might be somewhat different. It is to be an urban village woven into the Buckhead community. The preliminary revised plans called for 300,000 square feet, 28,000 m2 of retail and restaurants, 40,000 square feet, 3,700 m2 of boutique offices, and 2 20-story luxury apartment buildings. Plans no longer include 2 hotels. Rather than upscale restaurants, the development will target local chefs. A street grid system and street-level cafes and stores are to promote walkability. The first retailers and restaurants opened on September 18, 2014. Tenants. Buckhead Atlanta now includes 32 retail stores and restaurants with 12 more tenants set to open shop by the end of the year. Acres, Alice plus Olivia, 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 Bella Bag, Lee Reed, Bonobos, Brunello Cusinelli, Canali, Christian Louboutin, Dior, Diptyque, Etro, Helmut Lang, Hermes, Hottie Plus Lord, Intermix, Jimmy Choo, Jonathan Edler, L'Occitane and Pravas, La Perla, Moncler, Theory, Todd's, Tom Ford, Vilebrequin, Warby Parker. Food and beverage: American Cut, Joraku Sushi, Fado Irish Pub, Georgetown Cupcake, Gypsy Kitchen, La Bilbacay, King Moo, King Moo, King Moo, King Moo, Shake Shack, The Southern Gentleman, Taverna,